Take 3. The animals are not going to be here to kill themselves. Take. Literally had like, put the dog away, had it come out, put it away again, had the cat come out. All right, anyway, let's do this. G'day and welcome back to the channel, and thank you for joining me. So today we have version 2 of the Bi-lobes, and version 3 of the Tri-lobes. Now, I'll discuss the differences between these and the last versions a little bit. In a nutshell, a lot more of the blade surface area has been moved towards the prop center. And same on the Tri-lobes. The main difference with these, I have some pictures up. The main difference is this very thin outer profile bit. Now I am kind of concerned about the rigidity of them. I'm not entirely sure these will get off, provide a very good flight at all. But I have been talking to some of the guys who've been making comments. Thank you very much, and also thank you to all the new subscribers. That's been an amazing little jump, thank you. I do think that the nylon, or an injection molded version of these is going to have far superior properties, and I'm quite keen to actually try some of them. Anyway, it does seem like there's some people already sort of in the works. I don't know if they want me to make their names public or not, so I won't include them in this video, but they can hit it up and I will give them a shout out for sure, because it's a really cool idea. And it does seem like it's quite a complex injection molding process compared to most others, but my knowledge of injection molding is not great. Anyway, let's chuck these down. First off, we're going to do the Bi-lobes over by the microphone and do a sound comparison. So again, it's the Bi-lobes to the 50-45 Bi-blades, and we'll do these ones to the 30-40 or 30-50 Tri-blades. Let's get set up. So sorry, I've had some problems with recording on the headset, and I've had to do this twice over, so yeah, the battery's not full now. All right, so Bi-lobes on 5-inch quad. Let's do this. If it doesn't record this time, I'm actually going to just tell you what it is. Okay, let's see how it looks through the goggles. Can it freestyle? No, it can't. Alright, that's that. That's that for testing that. Let's try the Bi-blades and then we'll move on to the Tri-lobes. Hopefully I can fit this all in one video. Alright, I'll bring this up close so you can have a good look. None. That's most of a prop. And that's pretty spare half a prop. Only one of them. Oh no. They're just not strong enough. Just not strong enough. It needs to be injection molded, I think, before really testing goes any further. That said, up until that point, they were definitely superior to the version 1. Much less vibration, better flyer. I'll look at the numbers of the OSD and make a comment at the end, I guess. Okay, so 5-inch Bi-blades on 5-inch quad. Bit hard. So yes, those are props. That's what those are. So yeah, once again, not really a comparison there. Props is props, and 3D printed test things are 3D printed test things to be used at one's own risk. But still, commendable to Strike FPV for actually pushing the design and improving it. But again, I think nylon's the way to go. Anyway, let's try to get this other one done before I overheat and die. Okay, so 3-inch Tri-lobes on little Gecko 3-inch quad. Let's give it a go. Boop.
Telemetry recovered.
Alright, let's test out the tri-blades. Yeah. Okay, so 3-inch tries on little Gecko 3-inch. So wow, that required so much less throttle. I'm so surprised at that. You saw how it took off. I was like, oh my god, there's so much power. Yeah, I think efficiency is a big factor here. The amount of power you have to put in, it's just, it's a lot more. Anyway, let's have a look at the numbers and get up on the bench. Okay, before we get to the bench, let's check out the side-by-side. And first up, we have the 5-inch Bi-lobe. Alright, let's check out that 3-inch Tri-lobe. second video of not the most successful testing I've ever done. Alright, so let's try to wrap this up. Now, what we've established is, I think not just here, but across many other videos done by others, is that there is a 20 to 30% efficiency decrease. Dyslexia rules KO. And noise isn't necessarily decreased that much. We've also established that there is a progress in the design, and Striking FPV has done some pretty good work to that end. Unfortunately, I can't really speak to these ones. All I can really say is that they were better, but they still required more power. And if we're talking about these kind of aircraft, they don't fly that long. 30% more power is, you know, not exactly 30% less flight time. Maybe it's actually more a decrease in flight time. But yeah, that's not what we're looking for really, because batteries aren't up there. Maybe if batteries get better, then this would become more a sustainable option. As to the materials, well, before I get there, actually, I'll talk about the bi-blades. These did seem to be quite a bit better. The ones I've included in the photos and here, they're not the ones I flew. I actually reprinted these off at 0.15 millimeter layer heights, and that was a lot better. This is 0.2, and as you can see, there is not exactly great layer adhesion there. So I printed them off and got them out better. You should get pretty good layer adhesion at 2. It just didn't work out. I think maybe it's just the angle and my printing skills. That's probably another factor in these tests that really does need to be considered. My printing skills are, I'm not like master level or anything like that. I have a reasonable idea of what I'm doing, but like I once tried to print off props a long time ago, didn't have too much success with those, and so and my printing skills have improved since then, but it may be that my printing skills are responsible for the so many explosions. I don't know. I'm not the only one who's had exploding props, so yeah, it's just a thing. However, I do think the design is better. There was less vibration present on both the designs, both this is the version 2 and this is the version 3, than the earlier iterations of them. So well done, Striking FPV, and thank you very much, like, for making these available to us to play around with and, you know, make some, like, you know, cool videos, and I hope you got the feedback you needed. So yeah, keep it up, man. Keep doing your thing. The next thing I think is if these come out in nylon. I will keep my eye out for a set of nylon Bi-lobes or Tri-lobes and see what comes up. And when they come out, I'll try to get my hands on some. Keep mine, I'm in Australia, so it might take a while later than, you know, there's a delay. But yeah, I'll do my best to give them a go, and we'll pick this up then. As for now, I think it's back to the blades. They rock, and I'm actually quite happy I found some of these 5152s because I'm going to go fly them for a little bit, at least until I run out. I don't know if I'll be able to get more of them, probably can, but you know, it's been a while since I bought them. Moved on to the tri-blades. Yeah, now, do I have any other points? Let me have a think. Yeah, so look, quickly to follow up on some of the comments there. One of the commenters, I can't remember, I'll put it down below, put the comment down, that made a quite an interesting point about the nature of, or the edges of owl wings, owl feathers. You may or may not know, but owls have a sort of ridged feather edge, and the wing ends up being ribbed, or not ribbed, but like zigzag at the end. And kind of like, if we look at this photo here, kind of like the edge of this one here. However, this is the leading edge, not the trailing edge. Now, I can't remember if it's the trailing edge or leading edge that the owl has a think it might be the trailing edge. But the point is that that could be and should be applied to one of these. It may be able to actually flip this over and print it upside down. However, you see, you're going to end up with supported areas, and taking supports off this may or may not be the most enjoyable thing ever. So yeah, however, that's a really cool point. And I would like to see a design like that, and maybe even just blades with that kind of irregular edging. Although I know that does increase the risk of cutting yourself if you do happen to, you know, try to break one of them with yourself. So yeah, like that's an interesting point. Apart from that, yeah, man, I think that's going to be it for these. I'm going to get back to some of the ground stuff. I've got and that diatone video to do, but I've got the Gatekeeper batch 2 parts coming out, and the and I got an SCX24 which I've done up, and I want to show you what I think of it and how I have modified it. So stay tuned for those, and yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace out, fly safe, drive well, be well, rock on.